stay away, so I can live my dreams in a good way. I can forget what you said to me. I just wanna stay away, so I can live my dreams.
I go, I go, I go, I go, I go, I go. What's up? I'm here with Andre, aka Stanko, the illest rapper in Portugal right now. Low key underground.
You know me.
Thank you for being on my channel, bro. Once
No
again.
problem. Always a pleasure, bro.
Uh, we've been friends for so long, and I know you've always, like, since you were 13, you've always, like, wanted to become like a musician, like especially a rapper. Your first name was TikTok or TikTok, and I thought that was so funny, so genuine, you know. And you had like a real talent for it, and like it was funny to always motivate you to like do better and improve, and that actually became like something, you know. And these latest songs that you've been publishing, like and posting, and even the tracks that you sent me on the side that you've never published, like they're so amazing, and the level like has improved so much, and like the different styles of and different genres are like all mixed. It's incredible. Good job.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I've been working hard, man, for a long time.
Cultivating yourself, clearly. Okay, I have a couple of questions. I don't want to take a lot of your time. I know you're a busy man. No, it's true. It's true. Like what you're trying to do, like two songs a week, it's not easy, you know. Especially if you want to keep up the good level and the good the quality of the content. You know, like you have a lot. You have two different types of artists. You have the ones who like keep dropping like songs, but like the quality is not that great, and then you have people who are like very like reserved, like they drop a few like very selected like songs in a year, you know, like and they don't do a lot of featurings, you know, like you have artists who are more like, no, fuck it, I'll just do. Oh, this guy wants me to participate in his song? Fuck it, I'll do it, man. Why not? You know, it's another one. You know, like another page in history. You know. But yeah. First question, I wanna like talk to you, and the topic I wanna talk and what I wanna ask is, what do you think about like the musical and the artistical network between people, especially amongst your friends?
Yo, so like that's a thing I've always been shit at. So I'm the guy that like knows how to rap and has a fucking great skill, but doesn't know how to network, right? So like I'm still getting to like getting to know that world of networking and shit. But yeah, basically what I've took from what I've seen is you gotta be friends and like genuine friends with people that know how to do something that complements your work. So imagine I'm a rapper, I need producers, I need video makers, I need all these people that help me, but somehow I can give value in return, right? And be their friends, and obviously not fake shit, right?
I know it's a weird way to see it, and perhaps a bit self-centered or selfish, but try to see your network not the extension of it, not only as far as you go, but as far as everyone you know goes. Imagine all the resources everyone you know you had. What would you do with it? And like, I'm not saying manipulate people. I'm saying like try to explain to certain people and people that you can help and they can help and you can both benefit each other, to
Yeah,
create
yeah, yeah.
stuff, and to like be involved and to do something with all the time we have in this quarantine.
Yeah. Oh, and like one thing is I'm really bad at, but I'm trying to get better. So like this is always improving, right? Is don't be afraid to ask. If you want to ask something from somebody, like don't be afraid to ask. Because like I always feel like, oh, I'm gonna bother them. They're gonna think this is some weird shit, but it isn't, man. Just ask.
Yeah, that's true, mate. Definitely. And I think uh, that is a good advice. And since you are advising people, I would also like to say that people should give more feedback to each other, like and be more supportive of each other's like dreams and beliefs and
Yeah.
ambitions, and
Yeah, especially in our culture, man. Our culture is very bring down, like jealous, hating, and
hmm
I think we should like us young people should start changing it. I know it's an old ass culture; it's got 1,000 years of fucking history, but we need to do something about it. We can't all be haters, right?
hmm
Of course, I'm not. I'm generalizing. There's obviously people that support me, and I love them for that.
hmm No,
But
because
people
at
generally
the
like
end
to hate.
at the end of the day, like the amount of like appreciation you get for your efforts and love you get from people around you is very important, and it
Yeah,
influences and impacts a lot, like the amount and the quality of stuff you do,
yeah,
But
for
yeah,
real.
very interesting. I would like to ask you um, two advices or three tips for new kids that want to start rapping.
Three tips. So
Yeah.
freestyle, freestyle a lot because that's where
Mhm.
you're gonna get your music sense and your, let's say, musicality. That's where you're gonna get your melodies, everything, all these rhythms. They're gonna come from freestyle. So freestyle as much as you can. Then after you've known how to freestyle and you can master it, uh, write, write a lot, and when you're writing, at least one thing I do is imagine you've got four in a bar. You got four beats, right? And people try to fit everything in those four beats, or a sentence, or whatever, a metaphor. They try to fit it in those four beats, and then pass on to the next four beats, and that's called a bar. And people do a lot of things through bars, and even flows. They're like do one flow in the first four bars, another flow in the second four bars. I think you should mix up, man. Dude, whatever, man. It doesn't have to fit. As long as it sounds good, it sounds good, bro. If
Yeah.
you should definitely know how to do it in the bars, but then after that, just go crazy, bro. Just change everything you know. Just
Yeah.
think, like, what
That's
am I doing here? Change it.
that's
So
the thing. Like even when people are making songs and when people think like and say like, oh, but there's a pattern to making songs and there's a pattern to rapping and freestyling. That's not necessarily true because like I know like at least 10 good songs that start with the chorus, and that how
yeah,
weird is that? So there's no order specific. It's like speaking English, like it seems that you can put every word in different places and it still makes sense.
yeah. For real.
Yeah. Or else. Yeah. Okay. Oh, something that reminds me of is like a natural expression, and I think I've brought that up like with my friend Ty, the second Sanji report that I recorded, and
Yeah,
it's basically the concept of it. It's like the kids and people. No one like draws or dances or sings or paints just because they want to, just because they feel attracted to it, or they feel like it's genuine. No, like people seem like they've given up on like playing instruments and trying this stuff that even though it looks hard, like I don't know, like it's not only about the money, you know what I mean? Like or the fame you can get. It's about the joy of doing these things and like forgetting about life a little bit, you know?
Yeah, for real. If you're doing something, make sure it's the thing you like, right?
Yeah. Uh,
Don't do it because everybody's doing it, or because
is there anything like in your life, like small hobbies that you like to do on the side that, like imagine like they trigger your like motivation and creativity in order for you to create more, like on a daily basis?
man, a thing that really relaxes me, and I'm not saying I do this often because like I don't, but is fucking washing the dishes, bro.
Oh, that's so funny, man. Yeah,
Washing the dishes.
it's a type of art,
Even
man.
yeah, man, it's
Chef.
just
I'm a chef, and I can tell you, running a kitchen, and this is what my head chef says. It's 70% cleaning, 30% cooking. Man, and that's so
yeah,
interesting, you know. And but yeah, it's really relaxing, and like the even like the thing of like having the water in contact with your hand, you know, cold water,
yeah.
hot water, you know. That's nice. But that's not really an art, but that is very natural and it's very like relaxing. That's true.
Man, I don't do anything like specifically because I'm a very inconsistent person, right? The
Yeah,
most consistent thing I do is dance, and I don't do that consistently, right?
yeah.
I
No,
do
but
it
yeah.
when I'm with my headphones on and I'm walking through the street, bro. That's when I listen to my music. I don't listen to
Mhm.
too much music at home. I listen to my music where I'm going places.
Yeah.
So when I'm traveling, I get the time to listen to music.
Mhm.
And I like to dance while I do it, man. And a lot of people call me crazy. A lot of people know me because I dance in the train. I've had people walk up in the club
Mhm.
saying, "Yo, bro, I recognize you're dancing. You're the dude that dances in the train." And I'm like, "Shit, what the fuck?" This has
Yeah,
happened
but
like
like
3, 4 times already.
maybe you don't see the big picture, but like there's only two ways of seeing things. There's the big picture and there's the details, you know? But you're a
Yeah,
very artistical person, even though you don't realize it. Think about it. I've seen you dance, I've seen you rap, I've seen you probably cook. I know that you make beats. I know that you know how to play games and do sports. Uh, like there's so many types of artistical. I've seen like drawings of you, like
shit, man.
since you're like a baby, you know, like so. Imagine like how many things you have achieved, like artistically speaking, you know, like. Yeah, imagine this, the freedom you feel while doing these things most people don't have, and uh, worse than that, most people don't know that it exists, you know, and that is a
Yeah,
bit
for real.
scary.
A lot of people are afraid, man. They're like, draw this. I don't know how to draw this. I don't give a fuck if you know or you don't, man. You just go with your hand, you put it to your paper, and you fucking do it, right?
Hmm. But it has a lot to do with curiosity. Anyway, I wanna ask you about something polemic because the other day I was speaking to a friend about you, like you dropped a new song and like we were talking about it. And you brought up the fact that you had like a beef with some guy called Yuzi, like a Portuguese rapper or trapper. I think his name is Yuri.
Yeah, man. Easy, bro.
Okay, how did that start? Can you like put me in context?
So basically, I was bored as shit, man. I was doing my music at the time, and I fucking posted an Instagram story saying, I'm bored. I'm gonna do some beef, and I call out everybody like famous in Portugal that like I know. And so this is like Prof Jam, Miss Lowy, whatever, Uzi, I don't know. And he fucking responds to that, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you respond to like a person with 500 followers, bro? And Yeah. Then I sent like an Instagram post or something. He never replied. He told me basically in the reply he told me, "Oh, you're going through ways you can never turn back," and I'm like, "Damn, okay." And then he said he roasted me well because he said like, "Oh, I went to your profile. I can see you're clearly mentally handicapped." Nah, 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 nah. And I'm like, "Okay." And then in the song, I dropped a song saying, "Help a little mentally handicapped kid make a wish, help me battle Yuzi." He never responded. And I have this theory. A lot of people say like, "Oh man, you're crazy, bro. You you don't you're out of your mind." But I think the song Behave is meant for me. I'm gonna say this here. I don't give a fuck about how bold this shit is, but the song Behave is meant for me. Cause the music video is so similar to mine. This is the points I'm trying to make. The music video is super similar to mine. There's like a fucking cutscene of like 0.2 seconds of like a bracelet that I used in my fucking video, man. I don't know, man. There's a lot of shit, man. I've been fucking conspiracy theory all this shit, man. And then I realized that people know me, man. I met Yuri number 5 in the studio, and he's like, "Oh shit, damn, you're fucking crazy, man. You're out of your mind. I saw your videos on Twitter." But then he turns serious and he says, "This guy's a great rapper, though. He's a better rapper than me." That's what the fuck he said. And I'm like, what?
About you?
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, man,
So
that's
he
so cool.
listened to my shit, which I have like 2,000 views, whatever. What?
That's so fucking cool. That's a big compliment. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, that gave me a lot of motivation, man. From a guy
I,
that stature, damn.
yeah. I've never really been in contact that much with like Portuguese rappers. I think I saw like really long ago Prof Jam when he started like on the Knockout League, Liga Knockout,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
in Caixodré. So he was very young. He should be like 20 years old or something like that. And I was like 16 or 15. And I saw like 2 years ago, I saw Yuzi in Out Jazz in Lisbon,
Yeah.
and like it was very chill about everything, you know. Like I just said like, "Yo, you are Yuzi, right?" And he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yo, man, good job with your music, man." And he's like, "Yo, thanks, man." And I was like, "Okay." And we both just walked away, you know. Like, yeah, it's true. Like, I didn't have much to say, you know, but it's like, it's honest. Like, he managed to do like songs with a lot of relevance. Like, a lot of people know his name, you know, so that's very interesting to put out, you know. But yeah, these beefs are always very funny, you know. In my perspective, you know, it allows a
Yeah,
lot of
man, it's all jokes, man. If you take it serious, you're kind of
it allows a lot of jokes and like there's a guy in Brazil which is called Kant. He's like a street rap. No, like there are like rap battles in the street. You know, there's a big scenario there, and he does like a lot of these tracks. And like his name is Kant, like the philosopher. You know, and it's very
okay.
interesting because like it's always a competition between like two individuals, almost like a bit like the Nine Miller and Piruka situation, you know, in Hollywood, you know, like it's a bunch of like bullshit, but at the same time, it there's a sense like it's real, and that's the funny thing about it, you know, like and the interesting, like who's gonna kill who on the next one, you know, like who's gonna
Yeah.
be on, and like very interesting. Anyway, moving on. Um, talking about like natural expression again, what imagine you have like seven like dominant arts. For me, the ones that you can feel like free the most are dancing and singing. Like I think these two are like so liberating, you know, that people don't understand, you know, like how like expansive it can be for like your soul and your heart to do these things, you know, like just since you have to be at home and in your room, just put on a song and just like dance to it and like sing like songs that you like it's so like rewarding, at least for me. But I think most people can relate to that. I don't know.
Yeah, for real, man. I love singing and fucking dancing, bro.
Hmm.
It's amazing. It's like, as you said, it's freeing for your fucking soul. You're just there, man. You give no fucks. As long as
Yeah,
you give no fucks, bro. If you
yeah,
give a fuck, it's gonna be
definitely.
hard for you. You're gonna have a lot of mental stress dancing. I see people in the club going, they're not free, bro. They're afraid somebody's gonna
Yeah.
judge them, bro. I'm
No, but
just there
yeah,
owning
yeah,
that shit, right?
yeah. I think there should be a good balance between that because imagine you can be dancing and you can be energetic, but you can also be by the bar just like relax, just like drinking, like I think you need like I think there's times for everything, and I
Nah,
think
man, you
people
need to be kind up.
always. Oh, what happened to your camera? Oh shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, bro. 20% battery.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. I think no, but I mean, like in terms of body language, like you don't always need to be like yo, what's up, man? I represent and I'm confident, like because that sometimes that passes off as like fake confidence, which is a bit like not like genuine, But like I think we all have it and we all have to go through it, like and live with that until it becomes like something like genuine, like like it's a mixture of like what is genuine and what wasn't genuine and that we had to get rid of, And I
Yeah.
think it's the best thing, is to love yourself. I think it's the best advice on that.
Yeah,
Okay,
for real.
last question. Lyrics or freestyle?
Uh, lyrics.
Mm, okay, guys, that's the end of the Sanji Report number 6. This was our guest. Have a good night.
See you guys. Thank you for watching.
Okay. So, why lyrics, though?
Man, because man, they're just more. They have more sense to it, right? If you can really feel like some lyrics that you write. You sometimes will write lyrics for yourself, right? So you can then listen back and go like, okay, yeah, this is what I need to do.
Yeah, but imagine you can record a freestyle that you do, and that freestyle is a direct expression and feeling of what you were thinking and going through at that moment, not only written by in words, but also felt in sound and vibration. So for me, a recorded freestyle, especially if you're good at it, beats a good lyric because lyrics take time to think, and freestyle is instant and like for me it's another level,
But
of like
imagine,
of
so
making
this is.
sense. Yeah,
Sorry,
but
sorry, bro.
no. I write lyrics myself. Like I can't say that lyrics are not good. Like to pass a message across, I think it's very important. You know.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
But like,
yeah.
this is not. What I'm saying is not like. It's just the lyrics. There, you take time to think about what you're gonna say. Sometimes there's things in life you can't do impulsively, and I'm a very impulsive guy. Like I know about impulses, man. You do
Mhm.
shit out of nowhere, man, and then you go like, then you think about what you did, right? So
Mhm.
sometimes it's good to think about what you're gonna do, write it down, and then listen to it and go like, nah, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
So I rap about doing consistent music, and then I do consistent music, right?
Yeah.
But I was thinking it until I made it. So until I made myself do it,
Uh
right?
huh.
Sometimes it's not a thing I'm doing, it's a thing I want to do, so I try to speak it into existence.
Yeah, dude. That you know what that reminds me of? Cause like uh, I've started when how did I come in contact with poetry and rapping? I would like write poems when I was in school, since I was like 12 and something like that. At like 14, 15, 16, I started like rapping and freestyling with people in the street. I managed to make some songs and always like freestyling with people that rap.
Yeah?
But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, but imagine like I don't know, like freestyle. What can I say about it? You know,
Man, it's
it's
exactly what you said, man. It's the feeling. Your voice is always gonna sound better in a freestyle, 100% guaranteed, because it's
mm,
coming from the soul, right?
mm,
Your emotion that you're like trying to transmit is
yeah.
gonna be there. And there's definitely some freestyle songs that are better than any written song. But
Oh yeah, you have freestyle songs. That's true. But yeah, imagine like I think the paradox I was trying to make is that like when you write something, it's more poetical, more like it's like you can put like how can I explain it? It's more like deliberate. Like you have a topic, you have a theme, you have a couple of lines you want to talk about, you know. And
yeah,
on the other hand, like a freestyle is not so rational. It's more like emotional. You know, it's like you let your heart speak out. You know, like in the second. Like if you miss like the tempo, the beat, like it's not so bad. You know, like sometimes it's like oops, because you're human and both human and music are not supposed to be perfect. You know, sometimes acts and songs can be perfect, but not all the time, you know, and not all the situations.
you should always, I don't know, like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. For real. I started the sentence. This is what I was talking about, man. I started the sentence without even knowing what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that happens
Impulse.
to me a lot. Okay, let's get to the end of the video, and this
Okay.
is high pressure, okay? So
Okay.
basically, you have like two or three options, or no, like imagine you have two options, very simple, yes or no, this or that, and you have to enter, okay? And I'm gonna
Okay.
think right now, like questions. I haven't written any of these like high pressure questions or topics, you know, so let's see where we go with this.
Okay.
Okay. Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay, okay. Uh, Facebook or Instagram?
TikTok.
Oh shit. Dog or cat?
What? What?
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Okay. Beach or countryside?
Countryside.
Music or silence?
Music.
Alright. Uh, Smoking weed or drinking booze?
Smoking weed. No.
Alright, okay, okay. Uh, Car, motorbike, or skateboard?
Skateboard.
Oh shit, alright, alright. Uh, Mini speaker, boombox, or headphones?
Uh, shit.
That's what it's alright.
Depends on the day. Depends on the day.
Alright, alright, alright. Okay,
If you
and
want
this,
to feel
this,
alone and shit, you put your headphones. If you want to blast it with your friends, you go with the boombox.
mm-hmm. Boom bap or trap?
Uh, that don't trap.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
okay.
say because there's a trap that resembles boom bap, right?
Mm-hmm. Uh, okay, if you had to choose anything else, like imagine, God gave you an option.
Pop.
Really? Holy shit. Okay, okay. You got the question before okay, for anyone who didn't understand the question is if God gave you an opportunity to be good, like, and excel, like, and be the best at, like, another, like, music style, but never the one you love, which one would it be? And Andre Stanko chose pop music, which makes a lot of money and makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I've always been a fan, man.
Mhm.
Taylor Swift, I'm rapping Taylor Swift day one, bro.
Maybe not in the same way, but maybe some of the feelings are the same, you know? Who knows? Man, don't limit yourself. Maybe one day you'll be in the same room as her, you know?
Fucking making a song, man. That's what I'm aiming for, right?
You
That's
know
where
what
I
you
want
should
to
do?
be.
You know what you should do? You should make like remixes of like her voice with your voice. Like I don't know if it's and
No,
different.
I don't think you can, man. It's Taylor Swift, bro. She copyright strikes everything, ever.
Really?
Yeah, man.
No, even if it's like a tribute, like you don't need to get money from it. You know,
No.
not even on SoundCloud.
Probably SoundCloud, yeah, because
hmm
it's free, right?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
can't
yeah.
do shit if you're not making money.
Yeah,
But I don't know
definitely.
if she takes it down for like you can just can't use her music whatsoever, even if it's
hmm
not profit. I don't know. But
I
I'd rather
understand.
work until I get to do a song with her, right?
Yeah. Do you
Get
wanna?
enough recognition to where I can do a song with her, like Eminem, whatever,
Yeah.
Kendrick, all these.
Yeah, but don't limit yourself. I think like that's the biggest thing, and for everyone out there, like all these people, and I'm gonna quote Champagne Daddy. They started from the bottom, you know, like so, or at least most of them, you know. So you know, it is what it is. Like if you work for it, you know, and if you put effort in it, maybe you're not gonna get what you desired and what you dreamed of, but you're gonna go a long way, you know,
Yeah,
and see a lot of things and meet a lot of nice people, you know, that are willing to help you, and that love and that like connection and compassion will always make you a better person. At least to me, is making and makes every day, you know, because it's a painful time right now. Like this isolation is not easy, you know. People need a lot to like vent outside, like the all these moments in the bus and walking from work to home, like they're the only relaxing times we have, you know, like
yeah,
while when we were working and we're like in a routine, you know, and now that we have a lot of free time, it's very different.
yeah.
Anyways,
Cultivate your brain.
yeah. Anyways, do you have a message for your fans and for the people that are watching this?
I love you guys. If you're watching this, you're a day one. I love you, bro.
Uh,
This is what I gotta say to you, man. You're the best, bro.
and how many kids do you think like are gonna be like top rappers after watching this video?
Man, if you follow the advice, bro, 99%, bro.
Yeah, I hope you guys succeed and I hope you practice. Freestyle is really easy to do, like just rhyme with the stuff that is around you, with the things you live, different beats. You have lo-fi, afro trap, trippy pop. You have like so many different types of beats and influences, you know. You have Stairway to Hip Hop Heaven, Grammatic with Led Zeppelin, you know. So you have
Yeah.
everything. You
Don't be afraid, man. Don't be
yeah,
afraid.
reggae, hip hop beats. You have everything you want to explore. Anyways, have a nice day, guys. Have a good night. See you later, Andre, Stanko.
See you, bro.
Check out his page. The description is here. His page to Instagram is here. His SoundCloud as well. Check it out, guys. Have a good time and dance the money dance. Make it rain. And see you later. Have a good time, guys. Okay. Restaurant food.
Yeah, yeah.
Peraí. Okay. Going live in 3, 2,
Just
1.
wanna do with a light on, but I'm about to sit it with the right tone. I know, smoking half an ounce of the gelato, cause I don't wanna go. Said that bitch, she left me at the dial tone. Feel like she do one for me, or am I wrong? She do one for me. It's a different state of mind.